This is Share the Vision, presented by the Resource Center, a discussion of the programs and services of the Resource Center and about issues related to individuals with disabilities. Today, excerpts from the third annual TRC Foundation celebration. This event was held in late March at the Resource Center's administrative offices just outside Celeron, and just a few days after Denise Jones had been named the new president and chief executive officer of the Resource Center. Steve Watterson, well known to listeners of Share the Vision, was MC for the event.
Welcome to our third annual TRC Foundation celebration. My name is Steve Watterson. I'm the Community Relations Director here at the Resource Center, so thanks so much for coming. We have a wonderful evening planned. We're sure you're going to learn some things about the Resource Center and TRC Foundation that you may not have known already. I would like to first introduce, to give some opening remarks, the President and Chief Executive Officer of the Resource Center, Denise Jones.
Since I've been in this post for about 3 days, I was thinking about what to say as I got up in front of you to address the very esteemed group of people that's in this room. There's a lot of changes. We all go through a lot of changes, and faces come and go, and faces change. But the one thing that remains with this organization is the care and support of a very special group of people. And that's what we're committed to as an organization, and that's what TRC Foundation supports. And the number of you in the room that contribute to that, I can't even begin to tell you what your contribution means to us as an organization and to the people that we serve. I received some very exciting news yesterday. We had a Foundation Finance Committee meeting where we looked at some of the financials in the investment report, and I'm pleased to report that our foundation investments have reached a new goal, a new limit, and we're up to $2.1 million in our foundation. And that provides tens of thousands of dollars and has over the years. And I know you'll get some reports on that, and there's some in the reports, so I'll spare you some of the details on that. But the foundation board of directors will be looking at providing over $80,000 in funding to support individuals with disabilities in our community with their next grant request. So thank you very much for everything that each one of you do. Your contribution, again, it means a lot to those people that we support. Thank you.
Thanks, Denise. TRC Foundation was founded about 20 years ago with a mission of raising money to meet the unfunded needs of individuals with disabilities and their families here in Chautauqua County. Through a combination of fundraising and special events, we've succeeded in our mission to the point that, as Denise mentioned, our assets are up to $2.1 million. Over the years, the foundation has given out more than $800,000, making a difference in the lives of hundreds of our friends and neighbors in Chautauqua County. It's because of the generosity of many of the people in this room that the foundation has been able to be so successful. Whether you've donated money or participated in one of our special events, our success is due to you, so please give yourselves a round of applause. It's time to begin the presentation of our awards. Our first award goes to a business that has been very supportive of our organizations throughout the years. And we have some very special ladies who are going to come up and help present the awards. Maria Jacobson. You want to wave to the crowd, Maria? Yes. And Jennifer Felice. And not about to be overlooked, Ms. Jocelyn Monaco making her way up to the front. So our first award is the Carl Kappa Humanitarian of the Year Award. For the past 12 years, United Refining Company has been a major supporter of Laurel Run, a running and walking event that we hold each July. For several weeks each summer for the past dozen years, United Refining has sold paper sneaker cutouts in conjunction with Laurel Run. Customers at participating Quick Fill and Red Apple Food Mart locations are encouraged to make a donation in support of Laurel Run. In exchange, they can write their name on a sneaker and have it mounted on the wall or window at Quick Fill. Over the years, the sneaker sales have generated more than $40,000 for the Resource Center, TRC Foundation, and Filling the Gap. Here to accept the Carl Kappa Humanitarian of the Year Award is Frank Bartella, Regional Manager with Quickfill. Frank?
Good evening. I'd just like to say that we at Quickfill and United Refining Company will continue to support the efforts of the Resource Center. Thank you.
Next award is for the Special Event Volunteer of the Year. When she suggested several years ago that we add a motorcycle dice run to the various events that we hold in connection with Laurel Run, Suzette Smith took on all of the organizational responsibilities herself. She mapped out the route, contacted the clubs to get permission to have the bikers stop at each locale, contacted area businesses for donations of food and prizes, and set everything up the day of the event. Suzette did this with a passion and professionalism that are enviable, and she did most, if not all, of the work on her own time, rather than doing it during her regular workday. Suzette has volunteered in many other ways over the years. She spearheaded TRC's participation in the annual March for Babies, and even though she no longer is our team's lead organizer, she still conducts a fundraiser to benefit the March for Babies, raffling off one of her famous cheesecakes and letting the winner choose the flavor. She participates in our annual Laurel Run newspaper sales as well. It may sound like a cliche to say that we could use more volunteers like Suzette, but in her case, it's absolutely true. Now, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for her, Suzette is on vacation in Mexico and could not be here tonight, but she did ask me to read the following. I want to thank the TRC Foundation Board of Directors and my nominator for allowing me to be blessed with the Special Event Volunteer of the Year Award, and I'm deeply sad that I could not join you in person tonight. When I opened my letter of congratulations, I was unexpectedly surprised and felt incredibly overwhelmed. This is one of the most rewarding things that I have ever been given in my 20 years at TRC. Volunteering for TRC Foundation is not even a difficult task, and the end result is all the reward volunteers really need. Knowing that I can actually contribute to so many other people's successes in life with such little effort makes me proud and makes me feel successful, much more so than just being a TRC employee. As much as volunteering helps others, volunteering helps us each to value others and gives us a way to express our caring for other people. With so many TRC volunteers, day-to-day hands-on staff, and community volunteers to choose from, I am still stunned at being chosen for this great award and can't thank you enough for this event and the effort you put forth to make people feel special by having this annual evening of celebration. I hope you all enjoy the evening, and if there are any desserts left over, I hope someone saves me a few. So congratulations to Suzette Smith, and hope she's enjoying her time in Mexico. In terms of raising money, our most successful special event is the TRC Golf Classic, which has netted more than $1.4 million over the years. The tournament owes its success in large part to the dedicated leadership of Greg Bender, who has served as the chair of the steering committee since the tournament began. Alas, Greg, who is also the Resource Center's director of business operations, is retiring soon, so he's left the reins of the tournament's steering committee in the capable hands of Todd Frangione. Todd has some thoughts he would like to share, so I'm happy to introduce the new chair of the TRC Golf Classic steering committee, Todd Frangione.
Thanks, Steve. Really appreciate it. As he said, my name is Todd Frangione, and I am the chair of the 2015 Golf Classic Tournament Steering Committee. The tournament has really become a premier one-day tournament for Jamestown. Each year on a sunny day in August at the beautiful Moonbrook Country Club. I did say sunny day in August. Keep your fingers crossed. We're very lucky to have such a wonderful facility as Moonbrook with the exceptional people who've contributed to making our event so successful. We're now entering our 19th consecutive year. Thanks to the generosity of our donors and sponsors, our tournament has raised, as Steve said, over $1.4 million for the TRC Foundation. I just want to congratulate everybody involved with that. Thank you so much. For 13 years, the generosity of Carl Kappa and family led the way for us and our TRC mission with the Carl Kappa Golf Classic tournament, and this is not to be forgotten. This was a big part of our history. As we look forward to carrying on our tradition and history from what grew out of the planning of the late Sam Restivo Sr. and Carl Kappa, and the dedication of Mr. Golf, Greg Bender, for the last 18 years, believe it or not. Now looking forward, Lakeshore Savings, putting people first, has really put TRC first with their 3-year pledge as our presenting tournament sponsor. That's really The golf tournament, in the spirit of the mission, really has been driven by our golf committee chairman, Greg Bender, Mr. Golf, and honorary chairman, Paul Chisana. Through Greg's tireless work and the generosity of our workers and donors, the tournament grew into the success story that we carry on with today. In keeping with the tradition, the committee and Mr. Chisana felt it important that going forward, we have a tournament trophy that we share with our tournament champions each year. So tonight I would like to ask Mr. Bill Brothers from our TRC Foundation Board of Directors and Dan Renenga, President of Lakeshore Savings, our presenting sponsor. If you would please come up, Dan. And I want them to help unveil our new TRC Golf Classic Champions Trophy, recognizing our own Mr. Golf, Greg Bender, with the cup that now bears his name. Congratulations, Greg. We appreciate all that you've done for the TRC Foundation. May you enjoy many more years of golf and good health. Love you, brother.
At this point, we're going to proceed with the presentation of awards to those individuals and businesses who, during 2014, reached milestone levels of accumulated financial contributions to the Resource Center TRC Foundation in filling the gap. To assist our lovely ladies in handing out the awards, I would like to have Mark Olson, the Vice Chair of the TRC Foundation Board, come forward, as well as Dr. Todd Jacobson, the chair of the Resource Centers Board, to present the awards. And I think Todd is going to share a few words before we get underway with the award presentation. Todd?
Thanks, Steve. Just a couple things. March is Disability Awareness Month, just to remind everyone of that. And we started off on Tuesday this week with an advocacy meeting talking about a number of things that are going on in Albany, encouraging parents, staff, community to call the representatives and the governor. A couple things there. We're trying to encourage more development. It's been about 8 years since we developed any new IRAs. We got a lot of aging parents out there that have cancer or other things that they just can't take care of their kids anymore, and we really need new development in that area. The other thing is transportation. Coordination of transportation within the county would be very helpful, and I know Kathy Young is working on that. Also, the employment aspect with the sheltered workshop we operate, and trying to get our children to be able to make a choice to do that if they so want to. And Kathy Young is also very supportive of that. So just a couple of things there. There are membership applications over here. For just $10, you can become a member of the Resource Center. It gives you a card that gets a lot of discounts in the area. Plus, it gives us more membership, which we can tell the state we have more members and we have more voting block, and it certainly helps us in that respect. So, thanks.
Thanks very much, Todd. Consistent periodic or annual giving provides a contribution that over time grows into a significant legacy that can support people with disabilities for years to come. TRC Foundation has established a legacy circle for individuals, businesses, and organizations that have achieved significant levels of financial contributions to the foundation, to the Resource Center, or Filling the Gap, which is the organization that puts on several of our annual major special events. Each year, we take time to recognize those individuals and entities that, during the previous calendar year, achieved milestone levels of giving. The full list of honorees and members of the Legacy Circle appear in the program that you got tonight. For the sake of time, we are only going to read off the names of those folks who are here with us. At the $100,000 level, We are first going to recognize Filling the Gap, which sponsors Street Jam, Laurel Run, and Step Up for Autism. And to accept that award, we would like to have Mike Felice, the board chair, come forward. Mike? First awards we're going to be giving out are created by individuals in our Creations Art program. You want to say anything, Mike?
I'll make it quick. On behalf of Filling the Gap, I thank you.
That was short and sweet. Also at the $100,000 level, Lakeshore Savings, our TRC Golf Classic presenting sponsor, here to accept the award, Dan Reinga, President and CEO. Dan?
I'll be brief as well. On behalf of the Board of Directors and staff of Lakeshore Savings Bank, thank you very much. It's an honor for us to be a part of this event and part of the sponsorship that we have of the golf tournament. It's just a true joy to be involved, so thank you.
At the $50,000 level, the Johnson Foundation, which has given us numerous grants over the years, and here representing the Johnson Foundation, Shirley Brown.
I'm representing the Johnson Foundation tonight, and we have donated grants funding of $65,000 through the years, and we've designated those funds specifically to individuals who have suffered traumatic brain injuries. And also, we're a proud supporter of the Toys for Tots for all the children in the area every Christmas. Thanks for recognizing us.
Thank you, Shirley. Next, at the $25,000 level, we have Brown & Brown Insurance of New York, which has sponsored Street Jam and our Step Up for Autism Walk. And here to accept the award, Debbie Loader-Clark and Charlotte Olson. Yes?
On behalf of Brown & Brown of New York, I'd like to say thank you very much for this award. We are truly honored and very blessed to be able to contribute to the Resource Center. And I would like to say thank you to the Resource Center for all that you do for everyone with special needs in our community. Thank you.
Thank you, Shirley. Also at the $25,000 level, the Chautauqua Region Community Foundation for its support of Street Jam and numerous grants given over the year. Here to accept the award, Randy Sweeney.
This thank you belongs to all of you for everything you do. Could you imagine what our community would look like if it wasn't for the Resource Center? Keep up the good work.
Thank you, Randy. Also at the $25,000 level, Premier Consulting Associates for their sponsorship of Street Jam, Laurel Run, the TRC Golf Classic, and our annual Disability Awareness Awards. Accepting the award, Anthony and Bill Brothers. Okay.
All I can say is it's wonderful to be affiliated with such a wonderful and important organization. And, you know, our mission is, in being a board member, you know, and when they ask me to be a board member, I can't tell you how privileged I am to be a board member and to continue to work in the efforts of the TRC Foundation. Thank you.
Thank you. And also at the $25,000 level, United Refining Company for its sponsorship of Laurel Run, of course, Street Jam, the Step Up for Autism Walk, and the STARS Capital Campaign. Here to accept the award, Becky DeTanto, District Manager.
On behalf of United Refining, Quickville, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you guys do for the community.
Thank you, Becky. At the $20,000 level, All-Star EMS for its sponsorship of Street Jam and the TRC Golf Classic. And to accept the award, David Thomas.
My team at WCA Services, All-Star EMS, and Starflight are glad to be part of this program and this whole event. Thank you.
Thank you, Dave. At the $15,000 level, James and Lori Allen for donations they have made over the years in honor of Lori's sister, Jennifer. James and Lori could not be here, but we do have a family member here who is going to accept the award in their honor, or is she going to present the award to her parents? What's it going to? Let's get the whole family up here. Come on.
It's not evident by listening, but this is the family of Mike and Laura Felice returning to the stage now.
When Laurie was in college, he would occasionally call us and say, "I love you, need money, send a check." When we call her to advise her of this award, I would say to her, "We love you, we need more money, send a check."
It's gone full circle, Mike. That's the way it should go. Also at the $15,000 level, Phillips Lytle for its sponsorship of Street Jam and the TRC Golf Classic. Here to accept the award, Greg Peterson.
I'll be really short because the mind can absorb only what the rear can endure.
Thank you, Greg. At the $10,000 level, Chautauqua Resources for sponsoring Street Jam, Laurel Run, Step Up for Autism. He's probably getting tired of coming up here, but Mike Felice, board chair, come right on back up for Chautauqua Resources.
Quickly again, on behalf of Chautauqua Resources, we thank you.
Also at the $10,000 level, Fancher Chair Company for its sponsorship of Step Up for Autism and the TRC Golf Classic. Gary Henry to accept the award.
A number of years ago, Carl Kappa gently encouraged us to participate in the golf tournament, but it's been our pleasure to participate ever since then, and we thank the Resource Center for all that they do. Thank you.
Thank you. And also at the $10,000 level, Independent Health for its sponsorship of Laurel Run and the TRC Golf Classic. Here to accept the award, Jim Kress.
On behalf of Independent Health and NOVA, just want to say thank you, and just thanks to everything you do for Chautauqua County. I don't think there's anybody in this room that's not been touched and doesn't know someone has been touched, and just the wonderful work. Just keep it up. Thank you.
Thank you, Jim. At the $7,500 level, New Vision Services for its support of Street Jam, Laurel Run, and Step Up. Here to accept the award, Joan Yost.
On behalf of New Vision Services, we thank you, and it's our honor to support the Resource Center and the TRC Foundation. Thank you again.
Thanks, Joan. At the $5,000 level, Sandy's Bakery for its sponsorship of Street Jam and the TRC Golf Classic. To accept the award, Rob Fody and Diane Fody.
I want to thank you for this and thank the Resource Center for all they do.
Thank you, Rob. $2,500 level, Jamestown Cycle Shop for its ongoing sponsorship of Street Jam. Randy Marsh here to accept the award.
behalf of everybody at the Jamestown Cycle Shop, I want to thank you very much for this award. We look forward for quite a few more years supporting this event, and we thank TRC for all they do. Thank you.
Thanks, Randy. Also at the $2,500 level, Lutheran for its sponsorship of the Golf Classic, and here to accept the award, Patty Eckwall.
On behalf of Lutheran, I want to thank TRC for all that you do, and thank you for the recognition.
And lastly, at the $2,500 level, Silver Lake Technology Management, which makes donations every year in honor of one of its employees, Kate Navarro. Kate's mother, Tess Kersner, works for the Resource Center and is going to accept the award for Silver Lake on their behalf.
On behalf of Silver Lake and my daughter Katie, we thank you.
Thank you. I think one more honoree, unless one of the other $1,000 people has snuck in, and if so, let us know. But at the $1,000 level, she's talented musically and also talented in donating, Carol Svensson.
Thank you, and if you let me stay at the mic, you'll never get home tonight.
All right, a final round of applause for all of our honorees, please. And our presenters. All right, we are almost done. You know, as we were meeting yesterday to talk about tonight's event, Vicki wanted me to do something entertaining to jazz things up. She wanted to know if I had any jokes to tell, and I said none that I thought were very appropriate. Perhaps sensing in advance that I was going to let her down, she made arrangements to have a special guest give the closing remarks. I'm proud to introduce a man who's always entertaining and never at a loss for words, Dr. Harry Glatz.
One of my favorite quotes is called "The Man in the Arena" by Teddy Roosevelt. He gave this at the Sorbonne in Paris, France, back in 1910. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done a better job. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred with dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotion, who spends himself in a worth cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory or defeat. Either victory or defeat. The Resource Center and the TRC Foundation is an area of caring for those clients. It is an arena for caring. The foundation is an arena for supporting the clients in the TRC. The staff are in the arena. Many who are hands-on with the handicapped, they are in the arena. And you folks that have given so much to support us, the TRC and the foundation, you are in the arena as well. So we thank you again for being in the arena with us. Drive safely. We love you.
A man deeply committed to the Resource Center and the TRC Foundation, Dr. Harry Glatz, bringing to a conclusion our coverage of the third annual TRC Foundation celebration held at the Resource Center's administrative offices in late March. Thank you for sharing the vision today.